This is the Montana Fire Update for Thursday, September 14th. I'm Sarah Holm, Public Affairs Specialist with the Bureau of Land Management, Montana-Dakotas. I'm filling in today for Chris Barth, who is on a fire assignment. We still have 40 active large fires in the Northern Rockies, covering over 635,000 acres. There are 63 hand crews, 338 engines, and a total of over 4,750 people assigned to those fires. We had a question on our Facebook page on Wednesday asking why we weren't talking about fires in eastern Montana. There continues to be fire activity in that part of the state, and new fire starts are being reported on a regular basis. However, firefighters have been successful with initial attack and have been able to keep those fires from getting too big. Gusty winds produced active fire behavior again yesterday on the Rice Ridge Fire near Seeley Lake. But cloud cover last night meant they were unable to conduct an infrared mapping flight, so there is no new acreage figure to report today. Cooler temperatures today should allow firefighters to make a good progress building direct fire line in the Camp Creek area above Forest Road 720. Inside Glacier National Park, the Sprague Fire is nearly 16,000 acres and 60% contained. Wednesday's fire activity and growth was to the north and southwest. An evacuation order remains in place from the south end of Lake McDonald to Logan Pass. An evacuation warning is now in place for Apgar Village and Campground, as well as portions of West Glacier. The Blacktail Fire, burning in the Crazy Mountains in central Montana, is now reported at just under 4,800 acres. Firefighters are working to improve contingency lines and will be scouting locations where they could build containment lines along the southern flank of the fire. Crews are also looking for ways to keep the fire from moving onto private land near Buzzard Creek. On the Alice Creek Fire, northeast of Lincoln, firefighters responded to multiple spot fires yesterday in Telephone Gulch due to dry and windy conditions. However, up to a quarter-inch of rain fell on the fire overnight, with more forecast this evening into Friday morning. And southwest of Phillipsburg, the Meijer Fire is now reported at over 62,000 acres and is 8% contained. This fire also received some light rain yesterday, and more is expected. Several private structures and residences remain at risk, as do some nearby ranches and grazing lands. As always, if you are interested in updated information on these or any other fires burning in Montana or elsewhere across the West, please go to ncweb.nwcg.gov. The latest drought information released Thursday morning shows that nearly 3/4 of Montana is in at least severe drought conditions. Nearly half the state is in extreme drought, and 1/4 of Montana is under exceptional drought. Now for some good news. Some portions of Montana have already received some rainfall in the past 24 hours, and more widespread rain or high elevation snow is on the way. The latest 3-day forecast indicates that central and southeastern Montana are likely to see the greatest amount of rainfall, with some places picking up 2 inches of rain by Saturday. But notice that the northwest portion of the state, where some of the significant fire activity is located, is not expected to receive much rainfall. It will take more than one good rainfall to alleviate our current drought conditions. One of the benefits of the changing weather is the air quality is showing some improvement in many parts of the state today. The weekend isn't expected to be a complete washout. We're sure many of you will take advantage of the nice fall weather and get outside on Sunday. If you are out hiking, hunting, camping, or four-wheeling, please be careful out there. Despite the much-needed moisture, fire restrictions remain in place across the state. Thanks for joining us again today. We'll see you again next time.